Alright, what's up guys? It's Vin.
What's going on? It's Nick.
It's Frank.
And it's Mike.
We're back with another episode of the On Aux podcast. So, a re-release of a Lil Peep song called Right Here featuring Horsehead.
First thing I want to say, this could be, surprisingly, I'm sorry guys, you can take this however you want it. It's one of the first Lil Peep songs I'm ever gonna listen to. Like, it's one of those guys who I feel like was low key and like passed away and I never really got into it. Like, this guy died and I feel like nobody really, at the time, yes, but nobody to this day is like Lil Peep. Everybody's like Mac, Nipsey, Juice.
Yeah.
You know, I just feel like he gets pushed.
Yeah.
So, I'm honestly like, I really want to be surprised by Peep and I get into the full discography one day because I know that's how it works. So, you know.
I'm a huge Lil Peep fan. He's honestly my favorite artist.
Wow.
He helped me get through a lot. I got into Peep a year and a half after his passing.
Okay.
Probably when Come Over When You're Sober Part 2 came out, like right when that came out. Yeah, I was going through a rough time and it just helped me get through it. And that was one of the darkest times of my life. So when that album came out, I started listening to it and then I started branching out into all of his other music. And it really helped me get through that struggle. It took me away from that dark place. Grow a love for sad bag music made me honestly a better person. Like it took out all my feelings and it gave me a release. That was something that I could do all the time.
This is probably the second Lil Peep song I'll listen to. I listened to Falling Down with X.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that was like a really mainstream song when it came out. People call Lil Peep a really big SoundCloud artist from that generation, like the 2016 generation. His name gets put into the conversation with Uzi and Cardi, I think, or X, Lil Pump too.
Yeah.
And Smoke Perp. You know, there's that SoundCloud like mix of artists where they're like, oh, that's their best music, you know.
And Peep wasn't the first one exactly to do bag music like that, like emo rap.
Yeah.
But he was definitely one of the pioneers that got people inspired by it. Like Uzi, Post Malone, and countless other rappers all took inspiration from Lil Peep.
One thing I want to say before we get into the track, everybody's got that guy to go to, you know, when they're in that time. So for Mike to say it's Peep makes it more interesting because it could be anybody and it's Lil Peep. So I just want to, you know, understand why, and I'm sure maybe this track won't really display it, but I could see why. So that's cool because for me it's Cudi, for him it's Russ, for Nick it could be Travis. For us, like, you know, we like multiple people, but there's that like one artist you go to. So for it to be Peep is interesting. So Right Here featuring Horsehead, a re-release, 2-minute 57. Let's check it out.
Picture us escaping. I will be waiting right here. Just tell me if you need me.
What do we think of it, boys?
Wow.
Let me say, I really like that beat.
Yeah, I like that beat a lot.
Like, I can't say it give me a MGK vibe because it's the other way around. But like you go to Tickets to My Downfall, just the way he changed. Like MGK went from the rap game to that rock, like punk rock almost. It's now like you could see that MGK had influence from Peep in the way his beats are, because obviously Peep was releasing that type of music before him. That made it a lot more enjoyable for me because it was something that, like, beat wise I could relate to and I can just bop my head, and especially then it was a mellow type. It wasn't like very
straight depressive, but it was nice. You still had that release from it. You was still able to sit there
exactly
vent, like without talking, and still feel better at the end of the song.
Yeah, let me say, like, it's a good thing, it's a bad thing depending on what you're listening to. Is the hook is very repetitive in the track. Like I said, it depends what you're looking for. If it's like what you were saying, where it's just to kind of just let shit out, just relax, and you just hear that, like, I'm right here for you, like, just on a loop in a sense, you're kind of like, nah, that's like nice to hear. But if you're like driving, maybe like with some people and you're hearing it, you might get like a little, not tired of it, but like a little annoyed, I'd say, just from hearing the same thing like over and over for almost 3 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Unless everybody's a big Lil Peep fan, it's not for
yeah.
the whole crowd, but it fits that niche, and
like I said, like,
does it amazingly.
Yeah, like what you're feeling. That's what it was for me.
For me, being like a first timer with him, I thought that was really good. My diversity is very large, so I can listen to a whole types of shit and really appreciate it for what it went for, being like a bag song, but also really, it felt a little uplifting too, you know. I don't know, I just really liked that track. I kept going into that chorus. Like, I know what you mean though, if there's people around, they're not gonna really understand why you're listening to something like that.
Yeah.
But if you're alone and you're having some times, I could really understand how that music can help you out. Not even help you, just you could vibe with it. So I definitely really like that track.
Yeah, me too. It's, you can tell it puts out a meaning of this, you know, the song. You know, it really helped. I understand, you know, if you're a big Peep fan, this will get you through your day, you know, especially, you know, because there is a fan base of his out there, you know. So it's just a really good track. It really, one thing I like about doing this too is that I like to get surprised, you know.
Yeah.
Like say you know, right here, Lil Peep, you know, I'm not the biggest listener to him. You know, I just go to one song and that's it. But if I get out of my comfort zone and say we get a request and it shocks me, that makes my day, kind of.
So,
and this made my day.
Like,
just being shocked about what I heard.
Like what I was gonna say, you know, I've come to the age where everything I listen to, I really do appreciate it, you know. Like back then when I was about 15 or 16 years old, it was so like one-dimensional. Like it was Uzi and Travis at that time, and that's it. It wasn't like expanding your taste and like giving other people a chance, like Russ, who now I'm listening to it as a mature person and like understand what the song's going for, the lyrics. It's just dope, bro, to like really understand the work these artists are putting out, because again, there was a time where we didn't. So doing the podcast and listening to all different types of things is a really good thing. And listening to this Peep song, I'm definitely gonna check his stuff out, you know.
Yeah, me too.
And that's the point of this. And it's good to try new things, guys, because if you call like Young Boy the GOAT every day and walk around, you know, you're just not experiencing. You're not experiencing what music's really going for.
Yeah, no, that was perfectly said. Yeah, because we also see like our audience. A lot of you are around our age.
Yeah.
You know, 18 to 24 is our big viewer age range. So like, get to the point where you expand. You know, try new things out. Listen to albums in full. Yeah, that's probably like my biggest advice.
That's a thing that not many people do.
Yeah, like I had one of my friends. He was just huge Juice WRLD fan. Never really got into Kanye, Jay-Z, A Boogie, Travis, you know, Uzi. Never got big into it. He just knew the couple popular songs, listened to it. But Juice was the only person that he was following since his SoundCloud days.
Yeah.
You know? And then what I said to him, he ended up coming to me. He was like, okay, what artist should I like start listening to? I was like, listen to Kanye's discography first, then come back to me.
Yeah.
And I hung out with him those days. He finished Kanye's discography like completely 3 days. Listened straight through while working, whatever the case was, just finished it.
Wish I could be the first timer of that again.
He was in such shock.
Yeah. I would recommend him first too.
Yeah, me too.
It's the diversity of the music, and once you understand someone as big as Kanye, and I don't say it just because like the rapping ability, just his production and the influence he had on the game. Because you look at the timeline, like 808s and Heartbreaks,
2008.
no one was using 808s at the time.
They say that album and Man on the Moon are the two most like influential albums
Yup.
in the 2000s time.
Yeah.
But the message we're really trying to tell you is to just get out of your comfort zone and check shit out, because you know there's a lot of music out there that I haven't even heard, which is surprising considering my rap playlist is 148 hours.
Yeah.
And that just goes to show that I could listen to literally 6 days of music straight and have a bunch of different things going on. And that's what I like about it. Because 3 years ago, my playlist was probably 200 songs. So I really grown into checking new shit out, and so should you. And that's the point of the video. Thank you, Mike, for suggesting the song.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, this was definitely a good change of like vibe for this.
Yeah. Like the Russ. You got Don Toliver, you got Kanye, you got Travis. Russ is not in that category. It's different. It's vibes and storytelling, and then chill, because that shit is just chill. This was just chill.
Yeah.
But right here, featuring Horsehead, Lil Peep. If you guys did enjoy the reaction and then, you know, the little talk we just had, please do subscribe and like the video and let us know what you thought about anything that we said throughout the video. And yeah, we talk about music all the time, and we just started about a month ago, so it's been a really nice time, like, you know, so.
Yeah, definitely we really appreciate the support from y'all. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Subscribe, stay tuned, because this is just the beginning, and there's gonna be a lot more. But like we usually say, like, comment, subscribe. You know, this is the On Aux podcast, and we're out. We'll see you in the next video.
Peace.